drop off. I would be underselling how underperforming day one of Unrivaled really was. Remember during the WNBA season, oh my gosh, all the ratings, the record ratings, blah, 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 blah. But what did we say continuously here on this channel? Yeah, record ratings. Of course you guys are gonna have record ratings. Nielsen changed how they count numbers. Of course the ratings are going to be more.
What if I told you the WNBA just hit a moment so humiliating, so exposing that people inside the league are privately calling it a line you can't uncross? Because this isn't simply about numbers. It's not only about butts and seats. And it's absolutely not about one rough evening. This is about a truth the league can't rewrite anymore. Just 150 people. That's not sarcasm. That's not gossip. That's not critics inflating facts. Inside a venue designed to hold nearly 1 million people across its total event footprint, under 150 real fans actually arrived. Rows abandoned, broadcasts avoiding wide shots. Audio levels lowered so the emptiness wouldn't scream through the screen. And now executives are scrambling because this wasn't a warm-up run. This wasn't some forgettable midweek showcase. This was marketed as the future itself. Unrivaled, the concept sold as the next era, the comeback to doubters, the evidence that the WNBA didn't need reform, just time. And on day one, it imploded. Let's break down why this moment is bigger than anyone wants to say out loud.
The first quarter, when she had that 38-second stretch where she drained deep three after deep three after deep three, I was just sitting there thinking, I've been around this league since 1997. I have never seen that in a WNBA game. Have we seen players go on runs? Of course we have, but not like that. Not where a couple of the three-pointers are from 30 plus feet. It was an exhibition by
demographic,
her.
And then the whole entire viewership column, NA. You scroll all the way down to this graphic that I pulled up. You have the Breeze Phantom, 40,000 on TNT. And then you have the Lunar Owls Rose, giving you 30,000 on TNT, an additional 20,000 on True TV. So in the 18 to 49.
Because once the lights went dark, something far more unsettling took place. Behind closed doors, league insiders began confronting questions they'd spent years dodging. How did it unravel like this? For weeks, Unrivaled was promoted as a victory, a smarter blueprint, a long-term solution of a ratings-safe experiment. But long-term only survives when audiences actually appear. And when the opening figures landed, executive vested pushed back. They didn't debate. They froze. Because that silence meant the numbers confirmed everything critics had been saying. The audience walked away. Not because women's basketball is unviable. Not because the athletes lack skill, but because the league misunderstood who it was speaking to. Once again, this wasn't a branding mistake. This was a breach of trust.
Okay. Do you have anything else for us, Ben? Oh, you do. Unrivaled's 2025 opening night averaged 313,000 viewers. Goodness gracious. Good. So last year, year one, averaged over 300,000 viewers. This year, year two, we're getting 175,000 viewers. Nearly 140,000 people said, I'm not coming.
The WNBA promised fans one reality, then rolled out something entirely different. And fans responded without words. They didn't show up. Inside the building, workers were reportedly frozen in disbelief. Ushers outnumbered spectators. Food counters closed ahead of schedule. Whole blocks of seats sealed off. And that visual traveled faster than any viral clip ever could because empty chairs can't be edited away anymore. This is where defenders insist it was just one game. But that argument collapsed the second season 2 ratings landed because they didn't slide. They nosedived. The updated measurement system, the one meant to capture true engagement, failed to rescue it, failed to cushion it, failed to repackage it. The data was ugly by every standard. Live audiences shrinking, replays untouched, online buzz barely flickering, and that's when fear took over because the league has been selling sponsors a very specific narrative. That expansion is guaranteed, that momentum is building, that waiting will pay off, but expansion doesn't look like this. Momentum doesn't look like hollow arenas and fading reach. And deep down, they understand it. That's why supporters are demanding change now. Forcefully, not gently, not hopefully. Because this isn't the first signal, this is the clearest one yet. For years, the WNBA leaned on stories instead of statistics, on shielding instead of rivalry, on instructing fans what mattered instead of hearing what actually did. And Unrivaled ripped that disconnect wide open.
Represents combined earnings from a base salary and additional potential revenue sharing. The league sources said under the league's offer, no player would sign a contract in 2026 with a base salary of $1.1 million. So the $1.1 million was never the base, as many of us thought. This is crazy, man. So this is wild. This is wild. The league and union did not comment. Under the current CBA, WNBA players have multiple ways to get paid directly from the league: base salary, contract bonuses, championships.
The league believed its label alone was stronger than attraction. It wasn't. They believed the talking points mattered more than what was on the floor. They didn't. They believed loyalty would carry people through. It didn't. And now the creature they created, the fantasy of automatic success, is starting to bite back. Away from cameras, crisis meetings are unfolding. Not strategy sessions, not creative labs, but containment efforts. Because when ownership starts whispering, "What if this never rebounds?" that isn't panic. That's reality setting in. Some decision makers are already testing a word no one wants spoken out loud. Reset. Not growth. Not relaunch. Reset. Which means trimming back, scaling down, silent scrapping, and fans sense it. That's why the tone online has changed. It's no longer, "How can we support the league?" It's, "Why were our voices ignored?" Fans tried to warn them. They said manufactured storylines don't land. They said sidelining stars weakens interest. They said vacant arenas tell a story. And that story just went global. Now comes the hardest truth to face. This moment isn't happening because people despise the WNBA. It's happening because people feel dismissed by it. They were asked to back choices they didn't trust, to celebrate structures that didn't inspire them, to accept talking points instead of moments. And when Unrivaled finally opened its doors, fans answered honestly. They stayed away. That quiet spoke louder than any chant ever could. Because in sports, nothing kills faster than indifference. Anger shows passion. Arguments show engagement. Empty seats mean the audience has already left. And that's why this moment changes everything.
The big data plus panel ratings, which combine the panel viewership, which has been the standard, with big data, which incorporates third-party viewership data, including from smart TV manufacturers. The data ratings received accreditation from the media group, from the Media Rating Council, which represents the networks, allowing it to be used to sell advertisements. Amazon has been separately reporting big data viewership for its Thursday night football telecast last season. For example, the December 5th Packers-Lions game averaged 17.2 million viewers on panel only. But when you add in big data plus panel, which is what they're now calling it, measurement was released. The average viewership was 18.4.
Because leagues don't collapse from backlash, they collapse from being ignored. And that's exactly what's unfolding now. The WNBA isn't merely dealing with softer numbers. It's staring down a credibility trial. Do they own the missteps? Do they finally hear the feedback? Do they adjust course? Really adjust? Or charge forward again? Because doubling down is how you burn the last faithful supporters. Fans are demanding change because they can feel time running out. They understand sponsor patience has limits. They understand attention is borrowed, not owed. They understand other leagues don't plead for relevance. Relevance is earned. And right now, the league is asking people to care without offering something powerful enough to keep them. This isn't hatred, it's burnout. And burnout doesn't protest, it disappears. So when you see only 150 people dominating timelines, when you see WNBA panic splashed across headlines, when you see the word crisis used without sarcasm, understand this. That language isn't accidental anymore, because behind closed doors, a frightening realization is setting in. Momentum can't be manufactured. Engagement can't be lectured into existence. And loyalty can't be guilt out of fans. The Unrivaled debut wasn't just embarrassing. It was a reflection, and what stared back unsettled them. The question now isn't whether the league is in danger. The question is whether it finally hears the alarm or keeps mistaking silence for applause because fans already answered. And this time, they didn't even need to.